Hello everyone. In this lesson today, I'm just going to tell you some tips which will help you in understanding the headlines of English newspaper. So this short video is super important for all those students who read English newspaper on a daily basis but do not understand the headlines, that what do they say. So these are the 3 tips which will help you in understanding the headlines of English newspaper. So the first tip is that headlines use verb with ing. Tell us about present events. It means if there is a headline in a newspaper and there is used first form with ing, will tell us about present events. Let's suppose this is the headline which is taken from the English newspaper. So, for example, students going to Standard Academy. So what does this headline mean? These headlines means students are going to Standard English Language Academy. Tips number 2. Headlines use present and definite tense. Tell us about past events. It means if there is a headline in an English newspaper and if there is used present and definite tense, will tell us about past events. For example, Imran Khan meets PDM later. So what does this headline mean? This headline means that Imran Khan met with PDM later. Let's move toward the third tips and point. So headlines use to plus first form of the verb tell us about future events. It means if there is a headline where there is to plus first form of the verb or in infinitive, it will tell us about future event. For example, teacher to start new classes today. So what does it mean? It means teacher will start new classes today. So these were 3 tips which are very much important, especially for all those students who read the English headlines on a daily basis but still do not understand that what do they mean. So as I told you, that if there is a headline in an English newspaper and in the headline is with the first form of the verb with ing, will tell us about present event. So the example is over there on the board. And the second tips in which I told you that if there is a headline and where there is used present and definite tense, it will tell us about past event. And in the third tips, as I told you, that if there is a headline in an English newspaper and if there is used to plus first form of the verb, it will tell us about future events. So I think this lesson is very much important for all the students who are reading for the CSS and competitive test, the English newspaper, especially Dawn or any piece of English newspaper.